viewers, have you ever felt like your mind is racing with a million thoughts? You're caught up in the stress of work deadlines, worried about what's next, or maybe even dwelling on past regrets. We've all been there, constantly chasing after something that seems just out of reach, hoping that someday things will get better. But what if the key to happiness isn't about where you're going, but about where you are right now? Today, we're looking into an idea that has the power to transform your life, the power of now. It's a simple concept with profound implications. Instead of constantly dwelling on the past or anxiously anticipating the future, it's about fully experiencing and appreciating the present moment. Think about it for a moment. How much of your day is spent on autopilot, your mind wandering from one thought to the next? We worry about things that haven't even happened yet or replay scenarios we can't change. We create endless to-do lists, believing that happiness will come once we cross off every item. But in this relentless pursuit, we often miss out on the beauty and richness of life unfolding right in front of us. And it's not just our thoughts that wander. Our emotions get caught up in this whirlwind too. We cling to past hurts and grievances, or we allow our anxieties to spiral out of control. The result is a constant state of inner turmoil, where peace and contentment seem like distant dreams. But here's the good news: you don't have to be a prisoner of your wandering mind. You have the power to break free from this cycle of distraction and discontent. By learning to anchor yourself in the present moment, you can discover a wellspring of peace and joy that's always available to you. So how do we tap into this power of now? It starts with understanding what the now really means. It's not about ignoring the past or dismissing the future. It's about fully engaging with the present moment without judgment or resistance. It's about recognizing that this very moment, right here and right now, is the only reality we truly have. When we talk about the present moment, we're not referring to some abstract concept. It's as simple as the feeling of the sun on your skin, the sound of birds chirping outside your window, or the taste of your morning coffee. It's the awareness of your breath flowing in and out of your body, the sensations in your hands and feet, the gentle rise and fall of your chest. It's about being fully present in your own body and mind, without getting lost in the endless chatter of your thoughts. But why should you care about being present? What's the big deal about living in the now? Well, there's a growing body of scientific evidence that suggests mindfulness, the practice of paying attention to the present moment without judgment, has a wide range of benefits for our mental, emotional, and physical well-being. Studies have shown that mindfulness can reduce stress, improve focus and concentration, enhance emotional regulation, and even boost our immune system. When we're mindful, we're not just reacting to life on autopilot. We're actively choosing how we respond to our experiences. We're able to pause before we speak, to consider our options before we act, and to cultivate a sense of inner peace, even in the midst of chaos. Mindfulness allows us to create a space between our thoughts and our reactions, giving us the freedom to make conscious choices that align with our values and goals. So how do we start living in the now? It's not as complicated as you might think. In fact, there are a variety of simple yet powerful techniques you can incorporate into your daily life to cultivate mindfulness and presence. One of the most fundamental practices is focused breathing. Take a few moments to close your eyes, if you're comfortable, and simply observe your breath. Notice the sensation of the air entering and leaving your nostrils, the gentle rise and fall of your abdomen. If your mind wanders, which it inevitably will, gently guide it back to your breath without judgment. Another helpful technique is the body scan. Starting from your toes and gradually moving up to your head, bring your attention to each part of your body. Notice any sensations you feel: warmth, tingling, tension, or relaxation. The goal is not to change anything, but simply to observe and acknowledge what's happening in your body at this moment. You can also practice mindful observation of your surroundings. Take a few minutes to really look at the world around you. Notice the colors, shapes, and textures of objects. Listen to the sounds: the rustling of leaves, the hum of traffic, the chatter of people passing by. Engage your senses fully and immerse yourself in the present moment. Now, you might be thinking, okay, these mindfulness exercises sound great, but how do they actually apply to my everyday life? Well, the beauty of the power of now is that it can be integrated into every aspect of your day. Let's take eating, for example. Instead of mindlessly scarfing down your food while scrolling through your phone, try eating mindfully. Pay attention to the flavors, textures, and aromas of each bite. Notice the way your body feels as you nourish yourself. The same principle applies to other activities, like walking or working. Instead of rushing from one place to another, try walking mindfully. Feel the ground beneath your feet, the rhythm of your steps, and the gentle breeze against your skin. And when you're working, try to bring your full attention to the task at hand. Notice the physical sensations involved in typing, writing, or whatever it is you're doing. By engaging fully in your activities, you can transform mundane tasks into opportunities for mindfulness and presence. Learning to live in the now isn't always easy. We all face obstacles to presence, whether it's the constant barrage of notifications on our phones, the pressure to multitask, or simply the habit of letting our minds wander. It's important to remember that staying present is a skill that takes practice. When you find your mind drifting off into thoughts about the past or future, gently bring it back to the present moment. Don't judge yourself for getting distracted, simply acknowledge the distraction and return your focus to the here and now. The power of now isn't just about individual well-being, it also has a profound impact on our relationships with others. When we're fully present with the people we care about, we can connect with them on a deeper level. Instead of half listening while we're preoccupied with our own thoughts, we can give them our undivided attention. We can truly hear what they're saying, both verbally and non-verbally. This kind of mindful listening can transform our interactions, fostering understanding, empathy, and compassion. When we communicate mindfully, we choose our words carefully and express ourselves with clarity and kindness. We're less likely to react impulsively or say things we later regret. Instead, we respond thoughtfully, considering the impact of our words on others. By cultivating presence in our relationships, we can strengthen our bonds with loved ones, create a more supportive and loving environment, and build deeper connections based on trust and authenticity. Developing a habit of presence is key to reaping the full benefits of living in the now. It's not something that happens overnight, but rather a gradual process that requires patience and commitment. Start by setting aside a few minutes each day for dedicated mindfulness practice. This could be as simple as sitting quietly and focusing on your breath, or engaging in a guided meditation. Even short periods of mindfulness can have a cumulative effect over time, training your mind to be more present in your everyday life. While you incorporate mindfulness into your daily routine, you'll likely discover that even brief moments of presence can have a positive impact. When you're waiting in line, washing dishes, or commuting to work, take a few deep breaths and bring your awareness to the present moment. Notice the sensations in your body, the sounds around you, and the thoughts passing through your mind. By seizing these small opportunities for mindfulness, you can gradually cultivate a more present-centered way of life. Living in the now is not about achieving some kind of perfect state of bliss. It's about accepting life as it unfolds with all its ups and downs. It's about finding peace and contentment in the midst of everyday challenges. By accepting the power of now, you can discover a greater sense of gratitude for the simple joys of life, a deeper connection with yourself and others, and a more meaningful and fulfilling existence. Now, we invite you to take a moment and reflect on what you've learned today. Consider how you can incorporate the power of now into your own life. What small steps can you take to be more present in your daily activities? How can you cultivate mindfulness in your relationships with others? We hope that this exploration of the power of now has inspired you to accept the present moment with open arms. Remember, the journey to a more mindful and fulfilling life begins with a single step. Start today by making a commitment to be more present, and watch as your life transforms in beautiful and unexpected ways. Thank you for joining us on this journey, and we wish you all the best on your path to greater peace, happiness, and well-being.